Best Public Affairs Program. And the star goes to Open for Business Net 25.
It is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
We are now open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos bringing you yet another episode to guide you in discovering your passion and growing your business as we learn from experts in the field. Sama-sama tayong matuto sa isa na namang makabuluhang usapan tungo sa pagpapaunlad ng inyong negosyo. Ang Open for Business ay mapapanood nyo rin sa Facebook at sa YouTube. Siguraduhin mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming social media page at Net25TV. Alamin natin, suriin mula sa mga negosyante, thought leaders at mga personalidad sa iba't ibang larangan ang mga strategies, trends at mahalagang karanasan sa pagninegosyo dahil tayo ay open for business. In a digital age where convenience is key, the ACM Group of Companies has combined cutting-edge technology and traditional services to create a seamless ecosystem. Learn more about convenient bill payments, banking, food delivery, and so much more. With its VIP centers and VIPS Citizen app, find out how they're bridging the gap between online convenience and personal touch, delivering VIP services at your fingertips.
Patawarin mo ako, anak. Nalungkot ako dahil nawala ang lahat. At puro pahirap na lang ibinibigay ko sa inyo.
Hindi, Papa! Hindi nawala ang lahat sa inyo. Nandito pa kami!
Mahirap man magsimulang muli. Magsusumikap si Yowon para sa kanyang pamilya. At si Chondong naman ay gagawin ang lahat makatulong lang sa kanya.
Ayoko na kasing maramdaman na nakakaawa at napakaliit ko. Kaya please, umalis ka na!
Pero sa nais niyang pag-aani ng kalooban ni Yowon,
May ideya ka ba kung gaano ako kasaya kapag may nagagawa ako para sa'yo?
panibagong kaguluhan na naman ba ang haharapin?
Sabayan mo na akong kumain. Grabe, ang sarap na,
O, diba?
Unwanted Family, Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. dito lang sa Net25.
Ang mikroponong ito'y naglalahad ng saloobin. Oras na para ipasa sa bagong makata natin. Galing ay ipamalas, pangarap ilabas. Itodo ang lakas, Rapstar Pilipinas.
We are joined by one of the brilliant minds at the helm of ACM Group of Companies, a game-changing holding company, to get the inside scoop on their vision, challenges, and the secret to their remarkable success. ACM International Business Integration, as it was formerly known, was established in 2014 and grew within the last decade, providing a one-stop shop remittance and financial management services from a physical GoVIP centers dotted around the country, supported by online and app-based services from its VIPS Citizen app. ACM is one to grab the opportunities presented by technology to bring convenience and efficient financial and lifestyle services to the country. As an all-Filipino team, from management to developers, ACM Group of Companies with its Chief Marketing Officer, Joselito Almilia. Welcome to Open for Business, Tito. As I mentioned during my intro, there's a lot of things that's happening in fintech. At kayo
Yes.
nga rin yung isa sa mga nagpauso nun. Paano mo ba papaliwanag yung pinaka-business model ng ACM?
Business model po natin ay dalawang klase. Meron po tayong services na nakafocus sa pagtulong sa community. Ito yung mga physical transactions natin na commonly kailangan ng mga tao sa isang komunidad katulad ng isang barangay. Ito yung mga pagbabayad ng bills, load, pag-withdraw ng ATM, pag-transact ng mga logistics, mga remittance, and many more. Pinagsama-sama natin to sa isang center para ma-serve ang mga community and even banking ay nakakapagbigay tayo ng serbisyo sa mga komunidad sa barangay. And yung isa nating concept, sir, meron po tayong tinatawag na Beef Citizens App. It's an application na all Filipino made. Pinagsama-sama natin yung mga parcel deliveries, mga food service deliveries, mga pabili, paggawa deliveries, and more. Since the IT company, originally ang ating kumpanya, nagawa natin to na napagsama-sama natin para makapagbigay din ng gaang sa pamumuhay ng mga kapwa natin Pilipino.
This business models, Lito, as we see, is really growing, lalo na ng pandemic. Pero with these centers where they do transactions, a lot of transactions from paying everything, paying their bills, or remittances, as you said, how is this different from the traditional banks?
Mas komportable ang mga tao. Sa bank po kasi ang mga kababayan nating maralitang Pilipino na which is currently nasa 70% pa rin ang mga Pilipino na unbanked. Isa po sa mga fear nila
So
or
30%
hesitation.
lang ang
Yes, according to BSP.
bank. Okay.
Yes.
So when you say unbanked, these are the Filipinos who do not transact or who do not have bank accounts.
Yes,
Mga ganyan.
mostly masa kung
Okay.
tawagan. Yeah. So, dito po sa center natin, dahil nasa isang community lang sila, and tayo po ay humanap ng mga kapartner na taga doon mismo sa community. Nag-i-empower tayo ng mga potential future entrepreneurs at sila ay nagiging partner natin. At doon natin na-capture yung pagiging kampante ng mga tao na hindi na nila kailangan magbihis ng magandang-maganda kahit nakatsinelas lang sila. They can do the transactions within the community. Kaya mas naging accessible po para dun sa mga masa nating kababayang Pilipino.
This is not traditional bank-like center or banks with lounges. You know, parang this could look like maybe a sari-sari store or a convenience
po.
store.
Opo.
Yeah.
Kung saan po mas komportable ang mga masang Pilipino.
Katulad sa mga ibang bangko, you present a lot of things, di ba? Some would be IDs, especially when you open a bank, you know, they would get your ITR or other personal information. Dito ba mas madali din or halos wala ka nang ipapakita?
Same din naman po pagdating sa mga requirements o yung tinatawag nilang KYC, know your client, know your
Yes.
customer. Same din naman po siya. Ang talagang napagaang po natin is yung mas komportable po sa kanila. Meron naman sila nito mga requirements nito, pero ang hesitation po kasi lagi nila is yung papasok pa po sila sa bangko, yung iba po mga naka-t-shirt lang, naka-duster lang, naka-tsinelas lang. Sa atin po, they're free to do so. Na-accommodate po natin sila ng mas komportabling sitwasyon.
With that business model dito, parang are you saying that you are also targeting specific demographics? So sabi mo nga, kung sa barangay doon, so pwedeng CDE market ito, yung nahihiya kang magbangko or wala
Yes,
ka naman
exactly.
talagang maraming pera na kailangan mong ibangko pa. Kasi ganon. So like, for example now, you know, anybody, regardless of socioeconomic class, have e-wallets na. Di ba? They
yes.
pay via their e-wallets. Lahat
Yes
tayo,
po.
I don't want to name brands, but almost everyone, di ba, has it. So,
Yes.
yun ba yung model?
Yes po. Talagang tinatarget po natin itong mga hindi pa nakakagawa nitong mga ganitong transaction, yung mga paggamit ng e-wallet, ng banking. Dahil nga po in the first place, wala pa po silang bangko. Wala pa po silang bank accounts. So pag naumpisahan po natin na ma-serve sa kanila at maibigay sa kanila itong mga serbisyo na to, dyan po natin sila unti-unting ma-orient para po ma-maximize at magamit na rin itong technology na to.
Now, Lito, my question is, there are a lot of centers in your market that offer the same. So,
Yes.
siyempre, role mo yon as Chief Marketing
Yes,
Officer.
opo.
How would you make sure that your centers or the ACM group of companies stands out above or beyond competition? Ano ba ang meron sa mga Go VIP centers? And I think based on this research, ang dami na. You have about how many outlets?
1,900 plus.
Wow. So, paano nyo na-increase yun? Ano ang naging sekreto mo at ng inyong chairman para dumami ang mga outlets na ganito?
Actually, sir, over the years, nung umpisa po, mahirap talaga, no? Kasi hindi kami kilala.
Hindi kayo kilala dahil meron na rin namang nauna na sa
Yes,
industriya.
opo.
So, you were a new entrant or relatively new entrant kasi
Yes.
there were other people or other players
Yes.
already. That's harder.
That's
Diba?
harder. Opo.
Okay, go
Pero over the years, with our experience and nag-mature na ang company, nag-grow, we were able to be in partner kung sino po yung mga top sa industry. Namely, sa bills natin, we are in partner with mga top aggregators ng mga bills. So, sa mga ATM services natin, may mga partners din po tayong mga
So, ang
banks.
tawag mo dun sa ecosystem ninyo may aggregators. They tap you as well.
Yes po.
So, technically,
Partners
they
po
are
natin
not
sila.
competitors.
Hindi
but
po.
you belong to that
Yes,
same
opo.
ecosystem. O ano pa, aside from the aggregators, you have the ATM.
Yes. Mga,
Paano naman yung ATM? They have ATM machines there? in
we have
your
our
center?
partners na nagpo-provide sa mga outlets natin ng device. Doon pwedeng mag-transact ng mga ATMs. And then sa mga remittance po natin and sa mga logistics natin, we could say ito yung mga top leading sa bawat industry na pagsama-sama sa Go VIP Center.
It's really a one-stop shop where
Exactly, sir.
all the competitors maybe or all the key drivers in fintech are there. Pero hindi ba yun mahirap in the sense na, di ba, there are still competitors in the market?
We never consider kahit yung iba, no, as competitor. So kami, ang focus po namin ay makompose namin, mabuo namin kung ano yung pinakamaganda na pwede nating ibigay sa bawat community na meron tayong mga Go VIP Center. So blessing na lang po siguro na na-gather namin kung sino yung mga top na mga companies sa bawat industry.
Now, I'd like to ask this question. Meron daw 3 modes to get into the Go VIP Center's business. Stand-alone, home-based, and add-on. Tell us more about this and the franchise opportunities available.
Ito po yung mga types of outlets natin. So, meron po tayong mga outlet na sa bahay lang po nila nilagay. Pero we also require na dapat maglagay po sila talaga ng hindi
So, ibig
pwedeng.
sabihin, kung halimbawa, karaniwang, kunyari, ikaw ay nanay ka, o kaya small business ka lang, na not necessarily assuming you have a canteen or you have a sari-sari store. So, they can also be a VIP
partner.
center
Yes,
or
sir.
a partner.
Apo.
Oh, okay.
In that case, kung may existing business sila, like meron silang laundry shop, mention canteen, ito naman po yung concept na ng business add-on siya.
Okay. Yung home base, talagang bahay talaga.
Bahay. Yes,
Bahay talaga.
bahay.
So, ano ilalagay mo lang doon? Parang maglalagay ka lang ng may
Actually, unang-una po,
signage?
kailangan natin makita na feasible dun sa bahay nila.
So how do you define something that's visible? Is it along the road or
Exactly.
matao?
Apo, dapat po yung foot traffic and even the footfall dun sa mismong area, kahit sa bahay lang nila, talaga pong accessible ng tao. Para dito natin makita kung ilan po yung masasaturate nila and mako-cover nila dun po sa community based on the numbers of household na
Okay.
pwedeng umaccess sa kanila. So, isa sa mga number 1 na nade-decline namin na inilalagay po sa bahay is yung mga bahay na nasa loob ng subdivision.
What if they service the
Kung
entire
malaking
house?
subdivision.
Oo.
There are some
That's a
cases.
possibility.
Yes, meron naman po
Okay,
mga ganun.
that's for home-based. Ano naman yung stand-alone?
Yung pong standalone, ito po yung maghahanap talaga sila ng pwesto. Para doon po nila ilagay the Go VIP Center mismo.
This portion is brought to you.
Alam namin ang iyong pagsisikap. Dama namin ang iyong mga sakripisyo. Kita namin ang pagharap mo sa bawat pagsubok. Kaya sa kabila ng mga hamon ng buhay, nandito kami para umalalay. Kasi katulad mo, gusto rin namin ang magandang bukas para sa kanya. Hatid namin ang dekalidad na edukasyon at makabagong pasilidad sa abot kayang halaga. Kaya huwag ka na mangamba. Sasamahan ka namin tuparin ang mga pangarap niya. Maaasahan mong sulit dito ang mga pinagsikapan mo. Sa aming mga makabagong pasilidad at sistema ng edukasyon. Mailalabas natin ang aking talino at mga kakayahan niya. Kahit sa munting halaga, makakasiguro ka na makakasabay siya sa mabilis na pag-ikot ng mundo. Sa New Era, karamay mo kami sa bawat hamon. Kaagapay mo kami sa bawat hakbang. Kasama mo kami sa bawat ngiti at tagumpay.
This portion is brought to you by Red Juice. Bago ang lahat, cleansing muna. Mag-Red Juice muna.
Lito, with the many modes of transacting with the Go VIP Center's business, ano yung mga masasabi mo na top sellers or best sellers? Ano yung mga services na when you look at your market pie, what gives you the highest in terms of profitability?
Actually, sa services po namin, on top talaga po yung bills. Kasi yung bills po namin, marami siyang transaction kinds talaga.
So when you say bills, this could be your electricity bill, ano pa?
Utility bills, pero we also cater yung mga government bills. And marami pa pong iba, mga credit cards. Nagbabari din po sa location. So, meron tayong mga ibang outlets na mas malakas naman sa kanila yung logistics.
So yung mga padala?
Yes. And sa iba naman po nating outlet, mostly sa mga provinces, malakas po natin dyan is yung mga ATM transactions natin because of the 4Ps na tatransact po natin.
4Ps is
the government support, yung Pangtawid Pamilya Program,
Okay.
na meron po silang
Pero
natatanggap
each family
through
gets
ATM.
Through ATM.
Yes.
So pwede na nilang kunin doon.
Pwede na po. Pwede na. 4Ps beneficiary na po sila.
Oo.
Normally, they go to Land Bank, which
Okay.
yun na nag-accommodate ng kanilang accounts, bank accounts dun sa ATM na in-issue sa kanila, and dun nila po nakukuha yung benefits nila.
They have this document and then they present it to you.
Yes.
The
opo,
VIP
opo.
Center.
Actually, yung card lang po mismo nila.
Card na.
Yes.
Oo.
Tapos, yung mga centers na po namin, ang gumagawa ng way para
So
ipaalam
makikita
sa
na
kanila.
sa system yon. Ilalagay nila sa system.
Yes po. Yung ATM card nila, once in-insert nila, ando na po yung details. Kung may laman, makaka-withdraw. Kung hindi, wala.
Okay. This is really, a key driver in fintech, and we are using technology seamlessly, to make it faster, and this is almost available to everybody. Ano pa yung may papel? Halos wala na bang papel dito?
Halos wala na po. Exactly.
So cashless na? O meron
Actually,
din naman?
yes. Opo. Yung nagbabayad po natin kasi is cash po yung majority binabayad pa rin po nila.
Paperless. Ibig
Yes,
sabihin,
paperless.
papakita mo lang maybe numbers or the plastic cards and
Opo.
everything can be transacted.
Yes, dala nila yung bills nila para sa mga bills transaction. Tapos may pinoprovide lang tayong maliit na transaction receipt. And then sa mga ibang transactions like yung ATM, wala naman pong masyadong mga paper issue dyan.
Do you think this is the trend that will continue to prosper? Like say, for example, you now have more than 1,000 outlets. Do you think there's more opportunities for you to grow?
Yes, sir.
Ano pa yung plano nyo? Ilang outlets pa ang bubuksan
Currently, we are
ninyo?
less than 2,000 and we are
Wow.
aiming to cover the whole Philippines, which has 42,000 plus barangay. So, napakarami pa po.
Dumadami pa, oo. Pero paano naman yung competition na yun? Parang unahan ba yan dito? Kunyari, kasi siyempre, I'm sure you're doing your due diligence dyan. No? What are the unbanked barangays? Is that the way you select areas where you open your outlets?
Currently, dahil nasa 40,000 pa ang barangay ang hindi namin nalalagyan, nagmamarket kami freely. Nagta-target kami dun sa mga barangays na wala pa, which is napakarami pa po. No? And then, pag meron na po dun sa isang barangay, pinoprotection na po namin sila. Exclusive na po sa kanila.
So, are you limiting outlets to specific
Exactly,
barangays?
sir.
Mga ilan sa isang barangay?
Ideally, isa lang po sa isang barangay.
Hindi
Pero
ba
kapag
hindi ba
ka-
dahil malaki yung barangay?
Yan, pag lumaki po, over 1,000 household, possible na po magkaroon ng dalawang outlet dyan.
So, isang outlet should service at least how many households?
At least 1,000
At least 1,000.
1,000 household, yes.
I see. Paano ba kikita ang isang negosyante dito? There's a lot of small businesses or a lot of people who wanted to go into business ngayon. Paano ang kitaan dito in terms of ROI, in terms of investment? Kasi siyempre, baka maraming nagpapadala sa kanila or a lot of people are transacting. But what is it for them in terms of profitability?
Pinakamaganda po since marami po tayong services, para po siyang multiple business na napagsama-sama natin. And each business, siyempre kumikita po, magpuproduce po yan. Marami po tayong ways of earnings. Like for example, sa bills natin, the moment nagkaroon ng transaction, meron na po silang rebates na nakukuha coming from the billers o partners natin. And aside from that, they can also charge yung tinatawag po naming convenience fee. And then sa mga
So, sa
ATM.
rebate and convenience fee, gaano kalaki yun?
Ang rebates po is depende dun sa binibigay ng partners ranging from 5 pesos to 50 pesos.
Okay.
And yung convenience fee naman po, magbe-base din sa location and situation ng isang outlet. Sila ang magde-decide. Tutulungan namin sila kung paano ma-determine kung magkano yung convenience fee na i-charge nila na nagre-range naman po ito ng 5 pesos to 100 pesos.
Okay.
Majority, 15-20 pesos yun po yung pinakamarami namin.
Per transaction?
Yes.
Okay. So next, so they can earn from the rebates, from the convenience fees?
From bills pa lang po
Okay.
yan. So sa mga remittances natin, naka-matrix naman to, naka-bracketing to. Habang lumalaki yung pinapadala o kiniklaim, lumalaki pa rin yung earnings. No? And then sa mga drop-off parcels po natin, they earn 2 pesos per parcel. And sa logistic, they earn 7% of the gross ng parcel na pinapadala. Sa ATM po natin, ranging from 12 pesos per transaction, plus they can still add convenience fee. Sa ganun po. So marami pong source of income, and as you have mentioned earlier, yung ROI, on the average po is 12 months nag-ROI po yung mga outlets natin.
Let's start with the home-based. Mga magkaning investment mo doon para maitayo mo doon?
Actually, ang
They
franchise
pay
fee-
for the franchise?
Yes.
Okay.
Opo. Franchise fee po is 498,000. Regardless kung anong concept, home-based, standalone, or business add-on. So nagbabari na lang yung additional expenses nila doon po sa magiging renovation ng magiging physical outlet nila.
And then the ROI can be achieved in a year?
Yes, on the average.
On
Meron
the
pong
average.
meron pong mas matagal ng konti like 15 months or 1.5 year. Ganun po.
Pero what support will they get from ACM Group? Meron ba kayong, are there trainings, training modules, the whole system?
Yes, sir. Sa dami po ng services natin and products natin, marami po talaga siyang trainings. And when it comes to support, technically, sa pinaka-dashboard po ng ating system, meron po tayong live support. And ito na po yung pinakamalaki naming department ngayon sa company dahil habang dumadama yung mga outlets, pinaparami rin natin ang pinaparami nitong. And ang support po natin, we are servicing yung mga outlets natin na humihingi ng tulong. We don't use old school na kasi yung hotline pag kailangan nila ng support. No? One click away, less than 5 seconds po, meron na pong kumakausap sa kanila para mag-assist.
Okay, you have many services, you have many partners, and there's a lot of ways to earn, from rebates to fees and others. But my question there is the system designed in such a way that each of the business owner don't have to deal independently with each partner? Kumbaga parang naka-pool na siya, and then automatically you see how much you earn for that day.
Yung system po natin, na-customize po natin siya, na kung tawagin sa technology is one API, kung tawagin, which is kahit marami po tayong mga ibang partners, na ipasok po sa natin sa isang system. And we believe na kami lang po yung nakakagawa nito sa buong Pilipinas, kahit yung mga ibang competitors na matatagal na.
And was it developed by ACM?
Yes.
Parang proprietary tool nyo yan?
Yes, sir.
I see.
Sir. Naka-integrate po siya lahat sa iisang system. Yun na nga po yung answer dun sa tanong nyo rin. Mas easier po yung access, mag-easier yung monitoring. No? And since web-based po siya, kahit nasa ang lugar yung business owner mismo, even pumunta siya sa abroad, sa ibang bansa, o anywhere in the world, pwede po niyang i-monitor yung activities ng real time kahit nasaan po siya.
Pero Lito, maraming kinakabahan kasi usong-uso ang mga hacking, di ba? Sabi mo
Yes.
nga, web-based siya. Pero, di ba, nakakatakot dahil parang baka I do not want to mention the government sites that were hacked, but this is more critical because, it involves financial transactions. So, what are ACM Group's initiatives to ensure that the system is safe and secure?
Dinesign naman po natin yung system na wala pong pag-iinterasan yung mga hacker dito. Or else talagang guguluhin lang tayo. So, ang system po natin, wala pong mga pera dito. Wala pong mga maraming information na pwede po nilang magamit para pag-interesan. So, yung idea pa lang na bakit nila tayo iyahack, hindi po masyadong nabibigyan ng pagkakataon. So parang papasukin pa lang tayo, hindi na po masyadong siya. But of course, on the technical side, parang bias po pag sa akin manggagaling mismo. Siguro, igawin ko na lang pong reference yung mga partners natin na mayroong mga IT departments ang bawat kumpanya na mga gagaling na IT at chinek po ang system din natin kung gaano po tayo ka-secure and ka-safe. And sa taas ng mga standards po nila, we are very proud na nami-meet po natin ang bawat standards nitong may mga malalaking kumpanya na sa system industry din.
What regulatory body is making sure that everything is safe and secure? Siyempre, andyan yung BSP, di ba?
Yes,
ano pa yung mga compliance na ginagawa ninyo? Like say, is there a monthly, quarterly audit of the system?
Of course,
in terms of that, what are your projects to make sure lang na siyempre mga ang hindi ko pa nga natatanong, siyempre yung security din sa actual na physical store.
Outlet,
Kasi
yes.
siyempre may mga hold up tayo na nakikita sa Facebook, di ba? Yung iba nga, nanluloko pa talaga. Kunyari, ipatanong-tanong, pero nakuha na lahat ng information, nakaka-withdraw na. Parang ganon. How do you prevent that from happening in the centers?
Patulad po yung mga regulatory compliance with sa BSP license, sa BSP. Sila po yung nag-handle at nag-i-issue ng pagbibigay ng license sa mga katulad namin na kung tawagin ay OPS or Operator of Payment Centers. Sila po mahigpit yung proseso nila. Like, kailangan po yung company is mature enough, at least 5 years na yung company.
Ilang years na bang ACM?
Ang ACM po started in 2014.
Okay.
So, going 10 years na po
Wow.
tayo.
Okay,
Ito
isang
po
dekada na.
mag-iisang dekada na po. Yes, no? And itong compliance natin with BSP na which is napakahigpit po, ano? At marami pong hinihingi sa atin. At sila po ay nakabantay sa atin palagi. We're very proud na nakakapag-comply po tayo sa kanila. And with regards dun sa isa yung tanong sa mga outlets natin, no, luckily, sa dami po ng outlets natin at sa tagal ng panahon, wala pa naman po tayong outlet na nagkaroon ng issue like the hold up, no, or wala pa naman po so far. Well, according po dun sa mga expert na nag-explain sa atin kung bakit, ay unang-una po, yung concept po natin, ang money naman po is in and out. Hindi po siya katulad ng
Naka-store
ini-imagine
lang,
ng mga tao na nandun lang.
Nasa kaha.
Yes, no. Mostly ang outlet natin at the end of the day, walang cash.
Cashless talaga.
Yes.
So, pagbigay, nasa sa system agad. Oo, parang nasa wire or something.
Plus kung meron nagbabayad ng physical money, meron naman mamaya nagwi-withdraw naman. Yan. So kaya pag pinag-aralan ng hold-uppers yan, bagong hold-upin, wala palang pera dito. And nag-take effect po yung concept namin na ang kapartner namin is local.
Yes.
Taga doon po mismo. So meron silang sinasabing territorial security. Parang teritoryo ko to. No, pag
Kilala mo lahat ng tao
yes,
dito.
kilala lahat ng tao. Magkakaroon ng hesitation yung hold-upper kung taga dito pala to. Di ba? Pagka ito hinold up ko, sabi nga kuyog ako pagka ko at madali ako mabuko dahil sila magkakakilala.
I think yun yung isa sa mga tinatawag natin na hyper-localization. Talagang
Yes.
you go into that specific segment of the community. And what is this VIPS Citizen app naman?
Yan. So ito naman po yung isang concept natin na somehow anticipation natin dahil totoo naman everything is going digital, everything is going online. Nasa online po ngayon ang mga most promising na concept ng negosyo. And since IT company po tayo, nag-develop tayo ng isang application na magagamit ng mga tao na makaranas sila ng gawa ng sariling kababayan ng Pilipino. Kasi majority, parang 99% sa mga applications na ginagamit natin is developed ng mga foreign, and they are foreign country actually pumasok lang dito sa atin. Like yung mga kulay pink na food service delivery, na may kulay green, na ganyan, no? Galing sa ibang bansa. So, dumevelop po tayo. Ang naging advantage po nito, mas naibibigay natin ng tama yung serbisyo. Unang-una na po sa pricing. So, kung pwede kang mag-order sa atin, pwede kang mag-order sa kanila. Pero unang-una sa pag-compare po, mas mura na po yung presyo talaga sa atin. Pinakamaganda sa atin dahil local po at taga doon yung operator din natin, which is sila na rin yung nag-ooperate ng physical natin, yung GoVIP center natin. Sila na rin po ang nakakakilala dun sa mga papasok na mga partners natin, na mga merchants. Ito yung mga restaurant, yung mga may food businesses na pwedeng pumasok sa app natin, no? And yung mga riders na mga local din, taga doon din yan sa kanila. Ang mag-o-order is yung mga local din po sa kanila. So, yung community na kung saan dati ang nagpapaandar pa taga-ibang bansa, sa atin locally, tayo na. So, mas napaganda po natin yung sitwasyon dahil kahit yung mga nag-uumpisa pa lang nating negosyante, nagtitinda ng barbecue, nagtitinda ng prutas,
ng kakanin,
yes,
dun
exactly.
sa lugar niya.
Yes, kakilala niya. Ito po yung hindi kasi magawa nung mga pink and green na food service delivery.
So kasi yung sa'yo, pwedeng mga na lang to, mga pwedeng yung backyard mo lang o kaya yung home-based na products, pwede yun.
Exactly.
Na hindi ka kailangan nakarehistro. Pwede naman yun, di ba?
Pwede naman po yun. Pwede naman po yun.
Parang ito yung informal economy.
Yeah.
Ganyan. So pwede sila dyan.
Pwede po sila. Pwede po sila.
So ano ilalagay nila? Pangalan ng nila?
Opo.
Kunyari,
Dito,
CRV Tito's Kakanin, ganun lang.
yes, opo. Of course, nire-require pa rin sa atin sila ng local permits nila. Pero as simple as yung barangay business permit will
Yes.
do, okay na po siya.
You developed this app. It's an all-Filipino app. The ones who developed it are also Filipino
po.
IT professionals.
Apo.
Ano yung pagkakaiba niya sa app ng ibang mga kulay?
Mm-hmm.
So, maliban sa Pilipino siya, pero malaking bagay yung sinasabi mo na basta may negosyo ka o may ibinibenta ka na produkto, pwede dyan sa app na yan.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Ano pa
opo.
yung pagkakaiba niya maliban dyan?
It's an all-in-one app na po. No, kasi sa iba, pag o-order ka ng food, ito gagamitin mong app. Pag magpapadeliver ka ng parcel, ito
Lilipat ka.
Pag ito namang pong magta-transfer ka ng cash or etong gagamitin mo. Ito pong BIPS Citizens app, nandun na po siya. Nandun na po siya. No?
And how long did you develop this app?
Nag-start po kaming to develop last year lang po.
What's your vision in terms of the subscription and what's your number now?
Since we are about to launch pa lang po nito, ang ginawa po namin, yung mga existing GoVIP centers namin, ay inactivate namin sila as operator na rin. So parang binigyan namin sila ng isa pang business. So sila po yung aming mga magiging channels, no, na which is yun ang nakita naming problem ng ibang company na hindi nila ma-reach yung ibang lugar. No? And dahil isa lang po ang office nila and they're just doing it online. No? Tayo po, sa 1,900 plus outlet po natin, madali na po nating ma-execute, ma-reach ito pong ating mga kababayan Pilipino sa buong Pilipinas. And locally, may mag-aasikaso po sa kanila. Currently, buong Pilipinas na po ito. No? We have 1,200 merchants. Ang focus po natin yung mga maliliit po muna talaga.
So the merchants can be from various commodities. Pero anong marami? Food siguro? Food,
Yes, opo.
hotels?
Foods.
Okay. Ano pa yung maliban sa food ba?
Meron din po kasi tayo ng parcel delivery.
Okay.
Oo. Tapos meron din pabili. Pabili
okay.
is if ever yung merchant wala pa sa atin, like for example yung Famous Coffee, no, na wala pa siya doon locally, hindi pa na on board, pwede pa rin pong si user o customer ay mag-book ng rider at ipabili na lang niya kung ano yung gusto niyang ipabili. So, parang anything under the sun na po ito. No? Basta kasya po dun sa ano ng motor. Ano? Baka may magpabili ng bubong o hindi po
huwag
pwede.
naman yun. So dito, iba pa yung kitaan doon sa VIP center sa VIPS Citizen app.
Yes.
So basically, these are two independent business models.
Apo.
Okay, but what you're saying is that you are, of course, the VIP centers are tapped as the initial partners for the VIPS
Yes,
app.
but we are actually selling also the BIP Citizens app or franchise for 500,000 naman po siya. But currently, meron po kaming promo with the strategy na ginamit na rin po natin yung mga existing outlets natin. Yung mga bago pa nating incoming ay wine-welcome pa po natin for them to avail the GoVIP Center. Kasama na po yung BIP Citizens app
So
natin.
naka-package na siya.
For now po. For now.
But
dahil
eventually,
it's
it's a separate franchise.
a separate franchise po. For 98, 500,000.
Don't you think that with the trend that's going on now where everybody goes to the app, di ba hihina na ang outlets at mas lalakas yung app?
Actually, ano naman po,
Complementary siya.
Yeah, complementary po. Dahil eventually, meron din naman po tayo sa app. If ever may mga tao sa community na mas gusto nilang magbayad ng seamless talaga, cashless talaga, pwede rin po siyang i-accommodate ng BIP Citizens app natin. Kaya lang hindi po talaga mawala-wala yung mga tao na ang gustong transaction sa mga physical transaction is physical po talaga.
There's a lot of people again who are watching what if they want to be a partner, they want to have their VIP center, they want to have this VIP Citizen app. Ano yung proseso? How will they go on board? At sino yung mga tatawagan nila?
Pwede po silang mag-visit sa mga websites po natin, mga social media accounts po ng GoVIP Center. And you can also contact our mga franchise consultant. Process is, of course, you have to know the business, you have to attend our free webinars, and then we will conduct feasibility study sa inyo pong lugar kung feasible po yung pinopropose nyong location. And once that it is approved, ayun na po, mag-franchise na po tayo, and looking forward na makapartner po namin kayo dyan po sa inyong mga lugar.
And Lito, before we let you go, what are the tips naman that you can share to our business owners or to the viewers of Open for Business sa larangan ng pagninegosyo? I'm sure ikaw, based on some research, nag-change ka rin ng career.
Yes.
And then you went into entrepreneurship. What's your tips to our viewers para sila naman ay makapagpatuloy kung sakaling mag-shift sila ng career and they go to entrepreneurship?
Ang pagninegosyo po ay isang mahirap na bagay gawin. Maraming nagfe-fail. So ako po personally, ang isa sa mga advice ko is to go franchise muna. Kasi sa franchising po kasi may system na yan, no? May pangalan na yan and everything. Papatakbuhin na lang. And choosing a franchise, maganda po yung katulad ng konsepto namin na hindi lang isang negosyo ang ipa-franchise mo. So, kaya lagi po namin sinasabi na ang aming pong binibigay is not just value for money, super value for money. No? And dapat highly in demand yung pipiliin mong industry na which is kasama na rin sa buhay ng tao, hindi na maiiwasan. Like yung sa amin is pinakamatagal na pong umuulit ang transaction sa amin is monthly. Pero minsan sa mga ATM, sa mga parcel, mabilis po yung mga transactions talaga. So yung residual income, nandun po talaga. Yun po siguro ma-advise ko. Mahirap po kasi na mag-iisip ka pa ng sarili mong konsepto ng negosyo, sarili mong produkto, sarili mong sistema. So ito po, buo na i-operate na lang. And as I've said earlier, yung ating pong mga services and product, ito po yung mga top and number one. Bawat kapartner po namin, yung business lang po nila mismo, kumikita naman po talaga yan. ATM business, kumikita po yan. Pinagsama-sama natin, mas marami yung income and yung kita. Kaya medyo masasabi natin, mas secure tayo na talagang itong business na to, kikita po talaga siya.
Wow, very profitable discussion. That's Mr. Joselito Almelia, the CMO of the ACM Group of Companies Open for Business. We'll be back. Stay with us.
This portion is brought to you.
Mababasa nila sa Amerika yung libro ko. Bubuklatin nila yung sarili kong gawang libro.
Ngayon matutupad na yung pangarap mo.
Tama, pero bakit parang hindi ka masaya para sa akin?
Maraming pagbabago sa buhay nila sa NEM.
Tandaan mo, love story nila ang ipapublish mo.
At malapit nang ma-achieve ni Sanem ang dream niya.
Ang hangad ko ay matagal pa kita makasama, Sanem.
Wala siyang business partner sa Amerika. Niloloko mo si Sanem eh.
Pero ang kapalit ba ay ang katapusan ng relationship nila ni Chan? Daydreamer. Monday to Friday, 7:30 p.m. Dito lang sa Net25.
Patawarin mo ako, anak. Nalungkot ako dahil nawala ang lahat. At puro pahirap na lang ibinibigay ko sa inyo.
Hindi, Papa! Hindi nawala ang lahat sa inyo. Nandito pa kami!
Mahirap man magsimulang muli. Magsusumikap si Yowon para sa kanyang pamilya. At si Chondong naman ay gagawin ang lahat makatulong lang sa kanya.
Ayoko na kasing maramdaman na nakakaawa at napakaliit ko. Kaya please, umalis ka na!
Pero sa nais niyang pag-aani ng kalooban ni Yowon,
May ideya ka ba kung gaano ako kasaya kapag may nagagawa ako para sa'yo?
panibagong kaguluhan na naman ba ang haharapin?
Sabayan mo na akong kumain. Grabe, ang sarap na,
O, diba?
Unwanted Family, Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. dito lang sa Net25.
DTI Mall's eco-zones for EVs, the Department of Trade and Industry is eyeing to create specific economic zones for the manufacture of electric vehicles, including parts and various components. According to the department, eco-zones will help e-vehicles sector to cut costs on logistics, allowing for more competitive pricing. This initiative is part of DTI's electric vehicles incentive schemes to boost the manufacture of e-vehicles, its parts and components. Pag-ibig savings hit 67 billion pesos in first 9 months. The State House Funding Agency Pag-ibig collected 66.7 billion for the first 9 months of the year from its members, up by 10% compared with the same period in 2022 as more members contribute beyond regular savings to the fund. Collections from the regular Pag-ibig Savings Fund totaled 31.6 billion pesos, 7% higher from January-September 2022. Its popular MP2 savings product also registered an increase in investments with a total collection of 35.13 billion, up by 14% from 30.81 billion in end September 2022. Locally assembled vehicles sales rise by 9.5% in September, enjoying positive consumer outlook. Locally assembled vehicles registered unit sales of 38,628 in September, a 9.5% increase from 35,282 units a year ago, said the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers Philippines and Truck Manufacturers Association. Passenger car sales led the increase with 9,588 units from 7,977 units in September last year. Commercial vehicles registered sales of 29,070 units versus 27,306 year-on-year.
Mga problemang may kinalaman sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay.
Ano sa palagay niyo?
Katiwalian at korupsyon sa kung saan-saan.
Ano sa palagay niyo?
Kalusugan.
Ano sa palagay niyo?
Edukasyon.
Ano sa palagay nyo?
Hanap buhay.
Ano sa palagay nyo?
Ang daming issue. Samahan ninyo sina Ali Soto at Pat P. Daza sa pagbusisi sa lahat ng yan at iba pa. Ano sa palagay nyo? Year 3 na!
The world is fast changing. If we don't adapt to change, we will be left behind. And as I mentioned in the opening remarks, we used to be number 2 in Asia after Japan. From the 1930s to the 1970s, we have been left behind because we are very slow to change, very slow to reforms. But we have to do it now to become first world by 2040 and first world economy by 2050. It can be done, but we have to do now. We don't have to wait for 2040, 2050. We should open up our economy. As I mentioned also, aside from having all this infrastructure, very important infrastructure is soft infrastructure, the ease of doing business, no corruption, no red tape, and we have so many obsolete laws that make us less globally competitive. We should really open up. Like I was able to help Dubai become first world in 15 years, desert town, because they open up. Open up. There are more nationalities in Dubai than members of the United Nations. They open up. You can have a business permit in within a day, building permit within a day. Here, how many, even the mga pylon towers ng mga telecommunications take years to get it approved.
The world is very competitive now, no? And unless we are adaptive to innovation, I think we'll be left behind. As of now, the Philippines is being really left behind already, and we're playing catch up. And innovation is something that everybody is using, so we have to be good at it. Not only use it, adapt it, but we have to be good at it in order to be able to catch up. There are things beyond our control, geopolitics that are involved, and of course, the problem here that is being caused by an over-zealousness about the South China Sea. And I don't know why we are spending so much time on it, and to the point that we're losing business and employment because of that. As AI and automation is affecting everybody, sometimes we are all afraid that it is going to come immediately. It will come, but I don't think it will be that fast in the Philippines. Electric car, for instance, even our jeepney from the Second World War is still here. So how do you expect electric cars to be the norm of the day? So I think a lot of jobs will be lost because of this, but we have to really be ready for it. And I don't think we should just be adapting everything without really thinking about pacing it, so that it will not affect us that much, especially labor. There's a big disparity between big business and the small business. 90% of our enterprises are micro. Only 8% is small, and so 99% are micro, small, and medium enterprises. The large is hardly 1%. The medium is 1%. The rich are going richer, and the poor are going poorer. So I think social responsibility, especially for the big ones, should be practiced and applicable to the Philippines.
Personally, with the businesses that I have, I think right now it's not too bad. We're doing okay. We just have really to find ways and means through innovation and digitalization and modernization, automation, to really, improve our economic performance. As far as the modern digitalization, especially, the AI and so forth, we still have a long way to go. I don't think the Filipino people are ready to face this kind of improvements or technologies, especially if we talk about MSMEs. Maybe the big corporations, yes, but the small, the medium, mangangapa pa yan. And once we talk about digitalization, modernization, we need funding, we need investment. So what the government is doing now, especially our president, looking for possible investors from different countries, bringing them in our country, is, I think, one of the big moves that our present administration is doing to help the businesses. And not only the businesses, to help the Filipino people, provide jobs, provide investment, provide capital, and so forth.
I'm quite concerned, of course, is our food security. Okay? The agri-sector is something that we know that the President is quite serious about it. That's why he took the role of Secretary of Agriculture. And that's in line also with our advocacy about education. And education meaning to say that we have to educate our young and for them to be more aware that the potential of agriculture is quite big. Agriculture, unlike days before, it's not just hardware, nakabilat ka sa araw. It's the new agriculture is smart agriculture. You have Internet of Things, you have real-time information, and the use of resources. So that would be the game changer. So we can see that technology is bringing forth a new approach. One of the advocacy for us has always been about the ease of doing business. Okay? We cascade our thoughts to the local government that they have to be aware that the constituents, if they properly support them, would bring more jobs. Kaysa pinahirapan mo di yung mga iba nagsasara, yung mga iba na nagre-retrench. This is a joint effort between the government and the private sector. Earlier, I mentioned to you, na innovation is not just the private sector. Kubiyon din. They have to innovate, they have to think how they can improve. So, as long as we have that same mental, then 2050 is achievable.
Kwentuhang makaka-relate kay you.
Menopause. Meron ka bang nararamdaman ng mga signs ng menopause?
Menopause really happens. In my case, I had a condition called endometriosis.
Miss Corina, ganda po ng hair nyo. Ano pong shampoo nyo?
Mapa-senior man kay you.
My apos are here. They're here with me and they give me such joy. And so, kung hindi ako magtatrabaho, how could I spoil them?
O Gen Z?
Nar is actually an accent from Australia. So like when you say no, you don't say no. They say nar.
Bida kayo dito.
Shumay!
Let's just always choose to be kind.
Kaya ugaliin ang tumutok kung saan masaya at maganda ang simula ng araw. 10 a.m. to 12, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, kada umaga.
And for the business word of the week, it's API, Application Programming Interface. It is a way for two or more computer programs to communicate with each other. Technology will always be around and will even get more advanced as time goes. However, it is still the experience that you create while using such that will make people accept, use, and patronize your service offerings. The businesses that spring out of these improved technologies, just like in wiring money and paying bills from your fingertips, will continue to evolve, and it's upon us to see the opportunities and make the most out of it. And with that, our quote of the week is, one machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man. That's according to author Elbert Hubbard. Thank you, Lito. Maraming salamat at sa ACM Group for sharing the experiences of the ACM Group of Companies. Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan ng isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us on Facebook and YouTube. Like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25 TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines. Sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you are informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.